It is cases like that one that have advocates looking for solutions to the gun violence in the community. Earlier this week, a 16-year-old was gunned down at a mall in Citrus Park. Fox 13's Genevieve Curtis is live for us in St. Pete tonight. And Genevieve, families are really impacted forever after these tragedies.
Well, absolutely, Allie, and it seems that almost every week we are reporting on some impact of teen gun violence. And as heartbreaking as it is, as communities look for solutions, one family is leading a conversation. They are trying to make sure that no other parent has to experience the same gut-wrenching pain that they've been through.
Everybody who has been lost a kid is re-traumatized every time something like this happens.
Every time a young person is shot or killed by gun violence, Maurice Scott is reminded of his own pain. His son, Marquise Scott, was shot and killed while riding his bike in 2019. On Labor Day, two 13-year-old boys were also shot while riding their bikes in South St. Pete. Thankfully, they survived.
When I saw the story, there was a bicycle land there, and I had given my son a bicycle. And for a moment there, I went all the way back to that day.
From that day, the Scott family has turned their pain into purpose, hosting sessions like this to engage the youth in the community to stop the gun violence and to talk about the no snitching culture.
When we lost him, it was the most horrible experience, but we decided we're going to take him everywhere we go. And what we found out was he's taken us to way more places than we can ever go.
In their son's name, the Scotts are trying to save another child from becoming another name on this board. These are the photos of all of those lost to gun violence in St. Petersburg over the years, a list that tragically keeps growing.
We have to start as young as possible, talking to them about adopting a nonviolent lifestyle, letting them know the way they feel and their mental wellness is important to us, and arm them with some tools that allow them to walk away from situations that may lead to violence.
As part of this engaging seminar, Scott includes testimony from mothers of convicted shooters, showing how their families serve a life sentence too. The seminar also offers people a chance to propose their own solutions.
Gun violence is something we can do something about. It's something that we can prevent. It is something that we have control. We can do something about that.
And Allie, I can tell you there were a lot of really dynamic ideas proposed, a lot of really good engagement in this conversation tonight. And some of those solutions include intentional engagement. And that's not just for parents. That means if you are a neighbor, a coach, if you're a teacher, having those conversations with the young people in your life about gun violence, and also taking the time to really listen to teens about what they're dealing with and talk to them about mental wellness. Some of the other ideas that came out of the seminar tonight was talking about responsible gun ownership. We see far too many people leaving their cars unlocked, and that is the #1 way that we know teens are getting their hands on these guns. And people also talked about finding some alternatives for college for kids, making sure that they have opportunities for apprenticeship and different opportunities for trade opportunities. So a lot of good ideas that came out of that summit tonight, and more to come as the conversations will indefinitely continue. Reporting live in St. Petersburg, Genevieve Curtis, Fox 13 News.